me. Also, Michelle Hope Walker. Ruth Sarnoff.
Thank you, sir. It is Eric
Mr.
Previn,
Previn.
a resident from CD3, or County District 3. And I wanted to raise a few points. One is this Board of Supervisors were asked to look at the transcripts of all the testimony for August 11 and August 18, and there has been some confusion about what was distributed, so I will get to the bottom of that. Also, Mr. Tolnai, the very nice county council, tall, white-haired fella, who was sitting here during that meeting, referenced the State Board of Public Works approval of the jail plan item, but I have asked to see what was approved. That was done in advance of you approving the jail. So now we've got into some sticky stuff that I really don't want to get into too much more now because there was a lot of dialogue about that today. I do want to talk with Supervisor Kuehl briefly about, well, I would like to raise, while she was away, there was an item for a triathlon. We have it every year. It's a nice event. They run and swim and compete. And they raise money for Children's Hospital and also for a little park out there in Malibu, which is not bad, Supervisor Kenobi, as you know, called Legacy Park. And so, but all that money that comes in then goes out, and $1 million typically winds up at Children's Hospital, which I think everybody would support. This time, we have agreed to, Supervisor Kuehl has agreed to $187,000 of the gross receipts can go out the door. Last time, Mr. Bellman and his team marked on the agenda that $95,000 would go out. So we're doubling that. Now, I like Michael Epstein Sports Productions, if that's who's really running it. Maybe they've changed, they're gone now. Maybe it's not Nautica, who used to be the big sponsor. But when we have big events like that with big sponsorship, I just think we should have a clear accounting. And I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for that. I am very supportive of these kinds of charities. I just find that outrageous. And AECOM is a group that has got their fingers in our pie. I do not understand why they never come down here and raise their voice and say who they are. Why are we giving them $10 million to look at this, $10 million to look at that? And now they're sitting there in the Olympics as well. I find, does anybody have the chutzpah to step up and make these folks identify themselves? Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.